The world is just rife with wonderful things to try and learn. With this hummingbird, Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Leo, we are so excited to dip into each flower, curious, going from flower to flower, page to page. And perhaps we are in a frenzy. This hummingbird says, I soak up knowledge and my soul is at peace. We can cultivate a curious beginner's mindset and soak up all the knowledge and still remain grounded in the fact that our truth is not always the one and only truth. How do you remain open to unexpected lessons from the world? How do you avoid over-identifying with your intelligent, logical mind? How do you discern your own chatter from your own wisdom? And this is a chattering mind. You know, with the Page of Swords, she could be in a bit of a frenzy. You see all the books around her, all of this knowledge. This also could be communication of any type, text, email, a conversation. And with this card too, you got to be wary of, you know, the little birdie told me, this gossip. You know, we want to stay out of gossip with this Page of Swords. Now, perhaps this is, you know, this is on the undercurrent. So perhaps this new idea, this new frenzy is what's underneath the surface, what we're unaware of. It's almost as if we're being told to settle in as the student. We're learning right now. We are really diving into something new. And with this wisdom keeper here, the Hierophant, number 5, the major, right under the 9 of Wands in your reading, this is the teacher. It's as if you're going to some sort of guru or teacher, perhaps even the spirit maybe. With the 9 of Wands up top, this is some kind of pain. This is some kind of ending of a way you traveled, you know, with she's keening with her heart open, this green, the heart chakra, and it's as if she's been down. She's been down and out for a long time. You know, she has these pads on her knees, so she's been protected from this, but now that she's standing up, it's as if she's fierce, roaring into the future with almost like, you're not fucking with me, you know. And perhaps being in this, you know, the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's almost standing in this victim mentality, like I'm standing here protecting myself from something. Perhaps it is something spiritual, or perhaps you're not telling. It's like you're standing up for the wisdom you hold, and that's why the Page of Swords is here, telling you that, you know, what did it say? Your truth ain't the only truth. Perhaps we have to learn a lot or something about the other side. It's like, look at both sides of a situation. And I see the Page of Swords in the regular tarot deck. He's like moving from side to side. You know, we're in this debate. We're looking at facts from either side. It's not just one-sided. Perhaps this is why the 2 of Wands is in reverse, with this lack of focus, this lack of wisdom. Perhaps this is why we're going to the wisdom keeper, and in this Page of Swords energy, learning like we're not the teacher. Perhaps this lack of focus is due to this uncovering. It's as if there was a sheep in wolf's clothes, or a wolf in sheep's clothes. Maybe there was a sheep in wolf's clothes, or a wolf in sheep's clothes. It's as if with this in reverse, this sheepskin is now off. The mask is now off. We did a reading about that. So today in the live about the mask off, or was that yesterday? It was about the mask off too, that if we lose, because we have the triumph in reverse here, because we lost some kind of love, or perhaps there's an imbalance when it comes to this new action, like acting with love. There's some kind of imbalance, perhaps because we've been deceived before. It's like now we see the wolf for who he really is. Perhaps this is what knocks us off, like, oh shit, like we're no longer winning when it comes to love. With this Knight of Cups, he's walking into this with love, even though he's unaware of what's next. You know, with the moon, this could be emotional and anxiety, and it could be
deep-seated fear or
a deep emotional connection, especially with the Knight coming from here. But the Knight could be coming from the moon with this love and compassion, you know, chasing after this love unknowingly, like dreamingly, unknowingly, or deep in emotion. With this moon, it's like this is a mystery. This King of Cups is a mystery. And it's funny because the last reading we did, the mystery choice, that was too. It's like everything is like a mystery. And we started off with this event. It's like this major event happened, and then these mysteries unfold. And it's almost like this Page of Wands where we have to go, like I see, like investigating and looking and trying to find these informations. It's as if we got the 7, the turning point in reverse, the Chariot. It's as if, you know, when you come to this turning point and it's like, okay, we're at the end of the woods. Now we're done. It's as if we get to the end of the woods and it's like, oh shit, we're so scared. Perhaps we turn back. Perhaps we turn back. There's a turning point. And at this turning point, we turn back. I almost see it as like a checkpoint in a sense. Like a checkpoint. Perhaps you missed something, and that's why the turning point is in reverse. Perhaps this isn't the turning point. This is where we go straight. And like I said, it's like a checkpoint. But again, with the moon above this is some kind of mystery. Some kind of mystery. Perhaps it does have to do with dreams or the subconscious or some kind of choice we have to make. And when I say choice, we see the 2 of Swords up here. When he's sitting here, you see his arms are blocking this heart here, as well as here, you know, this open heart. He's blocking this in this, like, I have to make a decision. I have to make a decision blindfolded. I have to make a choice. You know, I have to make a logical decision with my intuition without seeing it. I have to feel it. I have to use my wisdom. It's like, okay, perhaps this is what we're doing. Not only do you have to use your wisdom, but with the Strength card right next to him, it's as if he needs strength. This decision takes bravery. It takes for you to want to stand out here as the outcast. Perhaps this is why this mask came off. It's like, okay, now the mask came off. Like I said, maybe it was a wolf in sheep's clothes. Now the wolf took off a sheep, and now you're the black sheep standing here. This calls for bravery. You're perhaps saying something new that nobody ever heard of before, or perhaps you're learning something that, you know, we are trying to make a logical decision about some kind of information or communication that requires the strength of this black sheep. It's as if there's this black sheep is holding on to this empty cup, these tears, these sad tears. It's as if we're holding on to past love that we thought lasts forever, or something like this. Perhaps this is some kind of detox, or like proficient sweating or tears or releasing. The Ace of Cups normally is a separation. Perhaps this is why we are the Knight of Cups coming in. There's some kind of newness after this. This almost feels like some kind of spiritual bath or baptism, where We are really detoxing and releasing all of the negative, and it's like we're getting this new bath, like a washover. And by this washover, this is what brings us the courage. This is what gives us the courage and the bravery to stand up, to make this decision the right way, you know? Wow, as this Page of Swords. You want to see what the Two of Swords says in here? The Two of Swords. The Cheetah Conversation says, I have a gift. I have a gift for trusting my first instincts. What are the barriers that your logical mind is throwing in your way? What are the worries and why notes or the questions? What alternatives might be possible if your mind wasn't tripping you up? Trust yourself. You've got this. It's why we have to be brave and strength and come with compassion. It's like come with our compassion. Let's not focus on this, what is being revealed. We're on this loss. It's as if this is like a deep, since the moon is, I love this book. Since the moon is a major, we'll look at this, and this will be the last one before we end it. So the moon, number 18. So this is, yeah, like I said, illusions, not being able to see your path clearly, facing your fears, the unconscious mind, and trusting your intuition. The moon reflects our deepest vulnerabilities and projects our fears into the corners of the night. Sometimes our unconscious minds create monsters out of dancing shadows where there is only gentleness of truth to be found. And that's this Page of Swords, like looking through the scariness or the shadows for some kind of truth. And perhaps this does require to not see the future, or for there to be some kind of lack of focus when it comes to revealing who we really are. It's all about fear. You will find a way. You have to trust this. Let your eyes adjust to the hidden lessons and the long forgottens as the moonlight illuminates any illusions or limiting beliefs that need to be seen. So the wolf conversation here in the moon, I think it's cool since we have another wolf. You know, we should see these wolf conversations. Our strong intellectual capacities can get us trapped in the fears and illusions of the mind, masking our conceptions, our connections to our intuition and instincts. How can you clear your system of fear and see clarity? Perhaps this is what this is in the Ace of Cups. We're clearing this of fear so that way we can have this strength. How can you move past mistrust of others, your situation, and maybe even yourself in order to walk the path bravely? Your potent intuition illuminates the way. So basically, trust your intuition, because especially with this wisdom keeper, you have some deep hidden knowledge within here. And by you releasing whatever this is in the Ace of Cups, whatever past relationships, past feelings this is, will bring you into strength so that way you can better make this choice with our instincts. We can really be connected to the subconscious, to our intuition, and we can come at this correct with the Knight of Cups, with compassion, with love. You know, so we can, you know, drop this focus and reach a new checkpoint after this loss, you know, come up with this new idea, so that way we're no longer restrained here. This the Two of Swords in reverse, letting us know that once we come into this Page of Swords energy as learning these new things, intellectually, logically, these facts, we now cut the rope to this. We're no longer tied here. We're no longer in this indecision. It's as if we break through this resistance. Wow, beautiful Leo. Thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. If you have yet to subscribe, make sure you hit that subscribe. The 8 labor of love, the 8 of Pentacles, this is something we're working really hard for, and we are mastering it. We're mastering it. And that is beautiful energy, Leo. I did Aries the same day. I don't know if I called you Aries. I might have. But I did Aries and Taurus the same day. And Capricorn is last but not least. All right, thank y'all. Love you and bye.